Welcome to the All Around Joe podcast, where we optimize your human performance from my personal experience as an athlete, coach, and all-around self-improvement junkie. How's it going out there today in podcast land, guys? I am coming at you from the south end of Everglades National Park here in Florida, and actually making that drive out to the Keys, specifically Key West, later on this afternoon. So exciting stuff happening here. It is pretty cooking hot in the van where I'm recording this podcast right now, mostly because the humidity here in Florida is much higher than I was expecting it to be in, I guess it's January now. I was about to say December, but it is January 2019, and the humidity here in Florida is turned on up. So if you start to see me sweating, if you're watching this, it's because it's very humid here, about, 80 degrees, 85 degrees, and humid. All right, but this podcast, I am going to help y'all kick it off, the 2019 season, with some fat loss tips. All right, so what I have for you today is 7 weight loss / fat loss tips to make your 2019 a little lighter than 2018. All right, there's no reason why you should not be able to make this year awesome. It's just about the choices, the decisions that you make. I heard this awesome quote the other day that it was something along the lines of, it doesn't matter if your decision that you're making is right or wrong. The important part is that you're making the decision. And I completely agree with that, because too many times we try and make the right decision, meaning that we're trying so hard or focus so much on making the right decision and trying to get so much information that we end up not making a decision at all. Or it takes us so long that we could have made the wrong decision, corrected it, learned from it, and then made an even better right decision after it before we would have even made that first decision. So make a decision to lose some weight, because you probably need to. I just say that I'm sorry because 70% of the population is overweight or obese here in the United States. And I just heard a stat the other day that 50% of the population is in that obese category. So that means that there's more of the obese than there is the overweight, which is absolutely insane. So if you are in that category, don't get sad about it. Just make a decision to follow some of these tips and we'll get you going in the right direction. All right. And I wanted to let y'all know that I have a fitness program. So the Get Better Project is my interview style podcast, as well as the getbetterproject.com. I have all kinds of cool stuff on there, including this fitness program that I'm going to be launching here, where I have, right now there's 30 people, actually 31 or 32 people in it that are crushing it right now. And I'm going to open those doors up again here in about a week or next week. So that would be the second week in January. And I haven't decided how long I'm going to keep the doors open, because right now I'm just running it. I do all of the programming, all of the videos. So each day you get a video, 2 videos actually, one for what we call the performance, which is a full gym program with weightlifting, all that fun stuff, basically a competitive CrossFit program that will get you in fantastic shape. Or if you don't have a gym at all, we have a body weight program that we call fitness, which you don't need any equipment for. There's scaled options for all of them. And then I have a bonus workout, which is one that I lean towards a lot of times, is a kettlebell workout, because like right here in front of me in the seat, I have 2 kettlebells actually. They're super easy to take along with you. You can throw them in the car, you can have them at home, whatever. So I do a kettlebell workout each day as well. And those workouts are programmed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I do a conditioning workout on Thursday, and then we do Friday and Saturday, and then we take Sunday off. So if you are interested in that, head over to getbetterproject.com and put your name in any of the email opt-in forms. All the email opt-in forms say get the podcast show in your inbox, but those are the ones. I don't have anything special set up. The email for the launch is going to go out to those emails that are getting my podcast information on those. And the podcasts are awesome because I'm interviewing top athletes around the world in fitness, strength, and endurance. So it's all awesome stuff. But if you want in on that, it's a group, it's a Facebook group, and there are daily workouts with videos from me and video reviews, nutrition, live trainings, all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm putting all my effort into this particular group, and I would like you to be involved with it if you want to be involved. So just head over to getbetterproject.com, give me your name and email, and I will get you on that list to be the first to know when I'm opening up that program, and you can sign up immediately. Well, next week. All right, but let's jump into 7 weight loss tips to make 2019 lighter than 2018. Tip number 1 that we are going to be talking about today is join one of these daily fitness challenges. All right, what's a daily fitness challenge? If you haven't seen one going around, you probably have somebody on your Facebook page or Instagram talking about them. I even posted one we did at the Fantastic Life yesterday. So you can hop in on one of these challenges. The cool thing about them is that they're usually pretty easy to complete. So our fitness challenge for each day is 23 burpees, all right? So all the way down, chest to the floor, stand up, jump and clap. Super simple, right? You just have to do 23 of them a day. You can even spread them out if you want to. It doesn't have to be all at one time. But the cool thing about this is if you're the type of person that isn't following an awesome workout program right now, isn't getting the results that you want, it sets up a brain conditioning for you. So you get the habit formed to do these 23 burpees each day, and then you can add on to that or do something different in the next month. But there's all kinds of these challenges going on. I've heard of them, some pretty easy ones. Actually, the 23 burpees is pretty darn easy. All the way up to some really hard ones that have like 25 burpees, 100 lunges, 50 push-ups, something like that per day. So there's all of these different ranges of challenges that you can find. And I'm sure if you just did a Google search, you could find one. Or you can get involved with ours. If you want to get involved with our 23 burpees a day challenge at the Get Better Project and the Fantastic Life, just friend me on Facebook. So I believe it is facebook.com/M for Michael and then Joe Bauer. So facebook.com/M Joe Bauer will get you to my personal Facebook page and send me a friend request and say, hey, I want to join your challenge. Easy as that. All right, so that is number 1, join a challenge. Number 2, figure out how much you're eating. So if you've listened to this podcast at all, you've probably heard me talk about this a million times. The first step in weight loss is really knowing what you're putting in your mouth or having somebody put in your mouth for you. But because you're going to be feeding yourself so many times in this life, it is super important to know what each thing is and why you might want to put it in your mouth. But before we get even ninja at all about saying eat this much or eat that much, I just want you to know how much you're eating. So go download the MyFitnessPal app and just start keeping track. Once you know what you're eating, you've been doing it for a few weeks or a month, it becomes so much easier to know, hey, I've had this much food for the day, I should continue eating or I should stop eating, or I should have this many carbohydrates or fats or proteins, because I've seen that when I have steak, I have way more protein than I usually do, so I'm not going to have as much steak. Or if I have a bowl of cereal, my carbohydrates go way up, my sugar goes way up. So you just start to see these patterns, and that's what you have to do if you want to actually lose a little bit of weight or gain weight or whatever. You just have to know these particular things, and it becomes so easy. This might seem hard right now, but it becomes so easy if you just track what you're eating for a few weeks or months, or you just do it always, which I highly recommend you do. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes a day. So easy. And then you'll start to master your life, your weight loss, your energy levels, all that. It is super important. Like I said, MyFitnessPal, go to myfitnesspal.com and you can get that app for free right now and get started. Just track it. Don't put any of your emotional junk into it. Just track it. Then if you want to optimize that so you've got the tracking down, then head over to allaroundjoe.com/88 which is my podcast on how to set up your diet for success. Once you're already tracking, then you can go through and set up your macros and your calories based off of that podcast information, and you can get super ninja and dialed in to exactly how much you want to weigh. Just follow it. It is super easy, but you have to have the tracking part down for it to make any sense at all for you. All right? allaroundjoe.com/88. Number 3, if you're the type of person that likes to take massive action, so let's say the type of person that has focused on your career, your family, whatever it may be, and you've been stupid and you've let your health fall. Yes, I'm calling you stupid for that because your health is the most important thing, even if you're trying to make it big in work or your family. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you're one of these moms that's walking around with 30 extra pounds, type 2 diabetes, whatnot, that's on you. That's some bullshit. So you need to take care of yourself first because you're setting a bad example for those kids that you think are important to you. You're just teaching them how to be fat, bad adults when they grow up. So you need to get your shit together and you need to get that weight loss under control. Hey, I'm looking down the street right now. I can see one of you. So let's make sure that you are taking massive action by hiring a coach. All right. Number 3 is to hire a coach. Get pissed off at me, get pissed off at yourself, whatever. Take massive action because you're the type of person that's a successful mother, with the exception of making a bad example for your kids that you're fat. You're an exceptional business person or employee. If you're that person, then let's take massive action by hiring a coach or a mentor to help you to make those changes right now. Those will get you results really fast, all right? So you could go and hire someone. There's some really interesting stuff out there these days. All kinds of great coaches. Workingagainstgravity.com, great place to find an awesome coach to get you going. RP Strength has coaches, has templates, whatever. You could hire myself. I am not cheap, but you could hire me to be your coach. All you have to do is shoot me an email, joe@allaroundjoe.com, and get yourself set up to make these changes quickly, to have an expert work with you so that you know exactly what you're doing and you're doing it right. All right. Number 4, start a workout program. And what do I mean by this? There's all kinds of things that you could get out of starting a workout program. You obviously know that I love CrossFit. I'd recommend finding your local CrossFit gym, getting started with them. You should interview all the CrossFit gyms. You shouldn't just start one. You should go into the process of, making sure, like you should with your doctor. You should always interview doctors. You should never just go with your first doctor. Please don't ever do that. But like you're interviewing an employee, go to the CrossFit gym, ask them a bunch of questions. Ask me if you have questions about the questions that you should be asking these particular people. It just has to do with their history, what kind of certifications they have, how long they've been doing it, what kind of philosophies they have, how do they keep people safe, what do the classes look like, are the classes capped, and all these things that you should be, able to ask these particular people or find out the questions that you should be able to be asking them. But the CrossFit gyms, because of the prescription of workouts, the constantly varied high-intensity movement, I've never seen anything work that well, and I've tried all kinds of different stuff. It works way better than everything else that's out there that's not using that type of prescription. Then the group environment. So you have this community of awesome people, and I've been all over the country, and the communities are so fantastic. You just need to find the right one for you. So you can do that. Or if you're the type of person that wants to do something at home or at the gym, you could start the Get Better Project, which is my program, which is essentially CrossFit style or fitness style workouts that use the constantly varied multi-joint movements, high intensity. You can use them in a home gym, at your actual gym if you're going to a big box gym, or with zero equipment at all, or with just a kettlebell. I have all of those things programmed for you. I have videos set up so you can see exactly how to do the movements. Excuse me. And it's a great community. So we're going to help support you, lift you up, and give you high fives when you do awesome stuff like just get the workout done. It's so great. And you can get in on that by going to thegetbetterproject.com and dropping your email or shooting me your email. and we'll launch that thing out to you next week. Or if you're listening to this later than January 3rd, then you would probably have a chance that it would be open, or I might have closed the doors again, but you'd still want to get on that list so that if the doors are closed, the next time I open it up, you will be informed. But just get a workout program started. You know what? I don't even care if you start like Zumba or Orange Theory or something like that. Just get started. It will have some great benefits for you. Number 5, keto. Everybody's talking about keto. They're still talking about keto. It's been a year or more now. They're still talking about keto. Before that, it was Atkins, which is the same as keto pretty much. So you should try keto if you want to, if you need to lose a bunch of weight. I am not necessarily your keto guy. I could coach you through it, but that's the only way that I'm really going to give you that much information about it. I recommend you go and check out someone like Mark Sisson with marksdailyapple.com. He has a great book called The Keto Reset Diet, which would be a very easy way for you to get started on keto, and it gives you all the information. So keto is really interesting. You're basically cutting out your carbohydrates, eating a bunch of fat, small to moderate amount of protein. The upsides of keto are that they help you to feel like you have a lot of energy, because if your body is producing these ketones make you feel good, they make you feel energized. It's a fuel source for your body. Downside to keto is if you're a CrossFit athlete trying to do a lot of high intensity training, the jury is still out on whether or not that is a good way of getting energy to your body. All right, because your body uses muscle glycogen. Glycogen is a carbohydrate. So the question is, can you be very effective with a performance style CrossFit program on keto? I haven't found evidence of somebody that's doing it, but the experts still think that it might be possible. They're still not 100% sure. Not enough research out there done on the topic. But you could give keto a try if you want to. I'm a big supporter of it, especially if you are needing to lose some body fat. It's a great way to do that. All right, number 6, commit to one of these multi-day fasts. All right, as you probably know, or maybe you don't know, I did a fast back in November called the 5-Day Fasting Mimicking Diet by Prolon FMD. And this diet was designed by Valter Longo, PhD. Basically what you're doing is you're eating a small amount of food that is still getting you all of the positive effects of doing a multi-day fast without the positive negatives. So you get to eat a little bit of food, which is awesome. I lost 5 pounds in 5 days doing this. I know that my girlfriend Emily also lost about 5 pounds in 5 days doing it. So it leans you up. You have a new appreciation for food. We had some blood testing done before and after. My blood test marker, specifically my fasting blood glucose, improved, which is a fantastic thing to have improve. There's all kinds of research and evidence showing that doing some of these multi-day fasts is very beneficial for you. And what you can do is the multi-day fast to jumpstart one of these new diets you're going to do. It also shrinks your stomach a little bit, so you can't go in and eat a whole bunch of food right after that. You're just not hungry. So if you're the type of person that's eating way too much as far as quantity goes, it is a cool thing to do, one of these fasts. I recommend, and like this 5-day fasting mimicking diet, I'm going to be doing it about every 6 months for the foreseeable future, just to see what it does with my blood work, because I think it's very interesting. Like I said, there's so much research out there that it cannot really be ignored as far as the benefits of doing these multi-day fasts. And I really prefer to have a kit like the 5-day fasting mimicking diet by Prolon in order to help me along the process. You can go to prolonfmd.com to get to the kit. It's not necessarily cheap, but if you're going to do one of these 5-day fasts, let's do it right? All right, number 7 and the final tip on how to have a lighter you in 2019 than 2018. Call your fit friend. All right, if I'm your fit friend and I'm not traveling around the United States in a van, you would call me up and you say, hey, I know that you're in good shape. I need to get myself in good shape. Need to get my shit together. Can I follow you around? Can I come to the gym to you? Whatever. I'd be like, yeah, sure. Here's when I go to the gym. You'd probably be like, well, shoot, you go to the gym from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I can't do that because I have to work a regular schedule, but I'd be like, all right, well, come in when you can and we'll do the workouts that I'm doing, from 5 to 6 or from 6 to 7. No big deal. But I'm probably not your normal fit friend, so your normal fit friend is going to say, hey, yeah, I go to the gym at, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., let's go do it, come on by. And you just try and hang out with that fit friend as much as possible. So if they're going to the gym at 5 a.m., 5 days a week, then you're on their hip, going to the gym 5 a.m., 5 days a week. Maybe they go at 6 p.m., maybe they go at noon, whatever. But figuring out what they're doing and just being friends with them on a regular basis, meaning like you're looking at what they're doing, what they're eating, how they're working out, and doing that in your own life is going to get you results faster than you could even imagine. Because if you have somebody that is super fit, that knows what they're doing, and all you have to do is hang around them and do the things that they're doing, it becomes so much easier. It will make your learning curve, so much quicker. You will just have to follow what they're doing. When you're around the people that you want to be like, it is so much easier. Peer pressure goes away. You just do what they're doing. It is super easy. At first, you might not be able to do the same workouts or the same weights or whatnot. That's fine. As long as they're an actual friend, they're going to help you through that. You're not going to be a hindrance to them. They are probably even going to help or be helped by your presence because it's going to solidify what they're doing. You always learn more as a teacher than you do as a student. So it's going to be this complete win-win situation. And if you don't have a fit friend, I don't know necessarily what to do for you. Call a personal trainer, find somebody that you can make friends with, and then just start hanging around them as much as you possibly can. Any of those options are great, but you probably do have a fit friend. Most people do. Just make friends with them. All right. Be better friends. Buy them Chipotle. They probably like Chipotle or sushi, some other healthy food. Take them out for lunch. Don't take them out for a drink. They may not want to do that. I know if someone said, hey, let me take you out for a drink, so I can, see what's going on, try and get to know you better, whatever it may be, just shoot the shit. I usually will, not do that. If you said coffee, I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's do coffee anytime. But even though it's a social norm, your fit friend, they may not be throwing down drinks or think that's a cool idea to do that. Although these days people don't make the best decisions, so maybe they would want to drink. Anyway, you want to get in with them. You want to follow them around. You want to see if you can be their workout partner. Go to the gym. Just commit to doing what they're doing. It's that simple. And I think that this is probably the best way to get you into shape the fastest that you possibly can. So find that fit friend. Stick with them. Be there, on their hip. Try and be as beneficial to their life as you possibly can, because it comes around. Create that win-win situation, and you will find yourself being not only a lighter, more attractive you in 2019 than you were in 2018, but it will probably be so drastic that if you stick with them and you stick with it, you probably will not recognize yourself at this time next year. It'll be that much of a change. You'll feel way more energy. You'll be more successful in all areas of your life. I guarantee it. All right, guys, if you have any questions about this, you can drop them in the show notes at allaroundjoe.com/175. That's allaroundjoe.com/175. If you like this show, I always love it when I get positive reviews on iTunes. Go to allaroundjoe.com/iTunes. Every 5-star review that I get helps this show to get out there to more people. And right now I'm trying to get myself to 100 5-star reviews on iTunes. I think I'm at like high 80s right now. So I'm getting close, trying to break that 100 mark. Thank you for those of you who have reviewed the show up until this point. And if there's anything that I can do to help you out, just reach out to me. I know I have a lot of people that are on my Feel Good Friday email list. If you want to get on that, go to allaroundjoe.com, and right there in the middle, or there's a pop-up I believe too, that gets you signed up for the Feel Good Friday. That's an email that I send out every single Friday morning that talks about the cool stuff that I am doing or have found over the week. It's all kinds of cool stuff, like what I'm reading that has been beneficial to me, what kind of snacks I'm snacking on, what kind of food I've eaten. Sometimes if I've been on an epic run or something or hike, and I'll be like, hey, you've got to do this on your bucket list before you die, or if you live in the area. But a lot of times I'm traveling around and you might not live in my area, or if I've interviewed someone super cool on the podcast. So it's just about a super 3 to 5 minute read that I post, send out to all of my special Feel Good Friday subscribers on Friday. So sign up for that at allaroundjoe.com. And like I said, if you need anything, let me know. The All Around Joe podcast, where we optimize your human performance from my personal experience as an athlete, coach, and all-around self-improvement junkie. I will see you